Okay, so
Okay.
starting now. Hi.
Hi, May. How are you?
Good. Hi, Samir. How are you?
Wonderful. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I think we met about 3-4 months ago, I think, for the very first time.
Yes,
Or was it a turning point that?
correct.
Yes. So you have your child join for the program for the Young Leaders Mastermind.
Yes.
My first question to you is this: what made you attracted to the program?
See, I have been listening to your Turning Point program for a few months, and I quite like the way you do those sessions, the way you do the coaching, the group coaching, and honestly, how you listen between the words, and I felt really يعني happy to have someone like you doing the youth program, because basically it's all I wanted for my son. I've having interest in coaching for kids personally, and then when I saw you sending this program flyer on the group, and I was extremely excited, and I didn't even take a second to think about it. It's just that's it. I called you and I signed him up.
What about your son? Was he happy as well to sign up
Well,
very quickly, actually?
not really. So يعني indirectly mentioned this program to him. I didn't want to impose it on him because I wanted him to have it badly, and I wanted it to be his decision. If it's my decision, it's going to be negotiations and yes and no and why and do and don't and all of this. So and then you offered the free session in the beginning for him to just see how it goes, if he would feel comfortable in it, etc. So he was okay in the beginning, a bit hesitant, a bit not wanting to get engaged in extra thing because it's Friday, it's his weekend, he just want to play. But as time passed, I see him really happy, really excited, and I don't have to push him to attend. He just runs. Once it's time, he runs. I have Samir now, and he goes into his room and log in and start the sessions with you. So yeah.
What has been the best transformation? It's been like 3 months now. We are almost going to finish 3 months right now.
Yeah.
When you look at his journey of, where he started and where he is right now, or what is your reading?
See, he's really trying to change, and as in not in trying, as in putting a lot of effort to change. It's coming natural. But what I meant by trying, he's actually taking the steps that you ask him to do. He actually put the tracker. He actually listened to the audio. Like these kind of things. And the change which I found just after the last session was that he was happy. He just came out of the session, gave me this huge hug, and without asking for it. Usually, I should ask for a hug. And then he was just like he felt relaxed, relieved. I asked him, "Are you happy?" He said, "Yes," which I was not expecting to have as an answer. I asked him why. Well, how was it? He said it was good. I feel I'm not the same person as before. Uh, I feel change. I feel weird, but good weird, as in kids' expressions. And yeah, he seemed to be really happy with what he's feeling inside is changing, whether it's maturity, whether it's learning new things, whether it's being part of a group, whether it's being with someone who is coaching him in this advanced way, friendly way, an adult friendly with young kids. At this age, they want to be recognized. They want to feel that they are actually they matter. Their opinion matters. So I believe all of this together is making him happy with this program.
And how old is he?
He's 11 and a half when I first signed him up, and he's turning 12 like in February. I know it was the first point you asked me about, like he's young, but I know he can commit to it. I know he is ready for it, and I actually wanted this for him. Um, I wanted him to.
How many parents do you know who send their children to something like this at such a young age?
Yeah, actually, none, to be honest.
And why do you think it is important that somebody should start so young, where they should be playing and all? Why should they be going into
Well,
something like this?
well, he is playing, okay, and it's not taking much of his time once per week, even if it's 1.5 hours or 2 hours. It's not much, but why should parents start? Because at this age, this is preteen. Preteen is very important, and at this age, they are starting to explore. They're trying to be. Um they want to know everything about life. They want to explore everything, and at the same time they don't get the advice directly from parents all the time. It's so important, in my opinion, to have someone um, to advise them, to coach them, other than the parents. So I have other things to coach him with, like the homework, school, sports, health, all of this. But when it comes to um, maturing or changing the mindset itself, uh, I can't do that. I need someone who's really who he would look up to whom he would listen and take the advice. Um, yeah, so it's and at this age they're not very childish like before, like maybe a few generations back. Life has changed, and they are very hasty to just jump in the pool of life and experience everything. So I know Mahmoud is, my son is, so I thought to empower him as early as possible, so he would be ready, to face life.
What do you think about the once a month that parents catch up call that we have? How do you think that is with the program?
This is crucial. This is very important. It's it benefits the parent and the coach as well. I need to be always updated with how my son is progressing, what's happening on the program, how can I support as well, how can I help the coach from my side, because I know my son better. I can update on things happening, or I can advise, maybe give a few clues on how to maybe do things with him. I believe it's important.
Wonderful. And now we have a few more months remaining. I mean, we have a year, it's a year-long program.
Yeah,
What would be the best transformation that if you saw in Mahmoud, you would be really uh, happy and say, this is
yeah.
really what I was looking for?
Um, See, basically, he used to be very not pessimistic, but he used to be like really negative in viewing things and what's happening around him in life, even gaming or friendship or all of this. But what I've seen now it's already started. The change already started. He's more positive. He's even advising his friends, hey, you need to be positive about it. You need to be positive and hope for it to work. Be hopeful that we will win, and then we will win, you know. And this is something that makes my heart, like really happy. And um, so basically, this is what I want for him: to be a positive person, to know how to plan his life. Even at this young age, it's okay. It's better for him to learn it now than become an adult who floats around life, not having any plans, any goals. This is what I want for him: to know what he wants, to work toward what he wants.
Cool. I have just 2 more questions. The second last question is this.
Yeah.
It's a year-long program. Did you think that it was too long a program to have for a child, or did you think that this is how it should be?
Well, actually, because it's a 1-year program, it gave me the confidence to sign up, Mahmoud, because I know transformation take time. And if it was like 1 month program, 4 sessions, I would be like, what kind of transformation would happen in only 1 month? Maybe on one level, maybe if the coach is amazing, then on 2 levels. But all the journey, all the topics that you're addressing each month, there's a theme, and it takes time. And again, this is what make me confident in it.
Thank you. And the last question is this. If a parent had to choose whether to join or not, what would be your advice to them? If they wanted their child to go through this program and they're thinking through their mind whether this is right for me or not, what should be the question that they should be asking themselves so that they can take an easy decision?
Well, first, they know their son or daughter. Okay, so they what do they want for them in life? How do they want them to be? What do you aspire for your kids to be? And the second thing, what kind of personality they have right now? Are they, there's different personalities, so they can do things by themselves, or some kids need to be coached. And then who's the coach? We really need to see the coach that is going to coach our kids. And in this case, it's you, and I'm really pleased and happy to have you as the coach for my son. So basically, these are the most important questions that they need to ask themselves. But I would definitely encourage everyone to enroll their kids in a coaching program, because of all what I've mentioned in the previous conversation and questions. It's important. We need to empower our kids at early age, because they are now exposed to all the social media, exposed to all the electronics, exposed to life earlier than maybe our generation was. And what worked with us might not work with them. How we were raised will definitely not be applied on them and work. Maybe there's few cases, but in general, it wouldn't. They need different methods. They need different language. They need different way of dealing with them. So parents also should develop in the way they deal with their kids, in the way they raise their children. They can't just use the method that their parents and their grandparents used with them. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Thank you so much, May. It is
Thank you,
uh,
Samir.
thank you for the privilege of being able to be with you and your son on this journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate all the effort you're doing and the sincerity that you have in all what you're doing. Yani, really sincere, and in reaching a true transformation, even if you extend this to parents as well, without being asked to. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.